Get up in the big dictionary.
1400 BC, on the island of Knossos, there was invented the first phonetic alphabet. It was very primitive, but nevertheless it did have phonetic symbols in it. Now, Knossos is very close to Egypt. At the same time in Egypt, there was reigning a pharaoh named Akhenaten. And he was the first pharaoh in Egypt to sponsor illustrative painting.
Civilization. It's a wonderful world.
And I found this at the time extremely interesting because I wanted to find out, being convinced that there is a definite parallel between the development of phonetic writing and verisimilitude or visual reality in painting. As soon as I encountered these things, as soon as I encounter either one or the other, I want to find it.
Are you kidding me? Understanding media, the extensions of man, was like my good nightmare.
Or on the shape of the cheap west of the New Yorker.
And
with you on time.
And with all its effects, social consequences carefully dramatized. Finnegans Wake is a drama, it's a play, and the actors in the play are the media themselves.
As a guest on Airbnb, the knowledge that you display on Coral, the knowledge that you display on
Vydyosyty,
they'll all live together in one place. And this will live in some kind of reputation dashboard.
There has to be a stranger if you don't have a philosophical doubt. Otherwise, you're going to go gossip.
That will paint a picture of your reputation capital. Now, this is a concept that I'm currently researching and writing my next book on, and currently define as the worth of your reputation, your intentions, capabilities, and values across communities and marketplaces.
I hardly know Sir, just at present. At least I knew who I was this morning, but I think I must have been changed several times since then.
Will you take me to Winnipeg?
So it's very difficult to imagine for a sighted person.
Well, when you say imagine, you mean visualize. That's all we mean by
That's
imagine.
right. Absolutely.
You cannot visualize the non-visual.
Visualize and conceptualize.
They have tremendous shortcomings.
When you make a sandwich at home, do you reach down past the first 3 or 4 pieces of bread to go down and get the good bread?
And to read is to guess.
Art in general gives you about a generation, at least a generation of notice in advance of technological change.
I've known Marshall for 30 years now. It develops about it last night.
The art forms themselves will take on characteristics that really belong to something that has not been invented yet or hasn't surfaced yet. Seurat and Rouault were painting television long before television.
Actually, there's a lot of...
Obsolescence does not mean the conclusion, but rather the beginning. It is one of circuit.
I think twisting is itself a kind of untwisting of the daily task. People get wound up during the day and are deeply involved in some role, and then they unwind at night in this mimetic pattern.
Instant circuitry and involvement, and its boundaries are not national at all.
The contents of television would change much this process.
You know, you may have seen a New Yorker joke. A couple are watching TV, and one says, when you think of the vast educational potential of TV, aren't you glad it doesn't? This is based on the assumption, you see, that it's the content that does the educating, not the medium.
Blah blah in this film.
It's like there was lightning in my house.
Kids reach. They don't want jobs.
The next phase is the dropout executive.
Art is anything you can get away with.
Electrically, we live in a world which is totally interrelated by information.
Yeah.
And so paranoia would seem to be the most natural condition for electronic man. However, the word paranoia is an adjective applied. By the way, Lévi-Stauss makes a strange remark in The Savage Mind. Mm-hmm. He said, in the savage world, or native world, everything is related to everything. And he says, that is paranoia.
Yeah.
Now,
Wait, can you...
an adjective applied to literate man, by a literate man, and is not irrelevant at all to the condition. The job of the artist is to maladjust the user of the equipment. The Euclid has been phased out because the eye has gone back into the rest of the senses. It was Rimbaud's phrase, de règlement de tous les sens.
Yeah.
This is the job of the artist, to upset you, to keep you off balance all the time. The meeting point of the senses, the hidden and the visible. Where the two cross, you have icon.